I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case, me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person, I don't my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name. So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
We've got a wild one today. This court hearing gets intense fast. A sovereign citizen shows up and tries the usual routine, claiming the court has no authority over him. But here's the thing. It's very clear this guy has no clue what he's talking about. If you're going to argue with a judge, someone who literally makes legal decisions for a living, you might want to do your homework first. Watching him try to outsmart the court is painfully hilarious. It's like watching someone walk into a chess match and not even know how the pieces moved. Let's go ahead and dive in and watch this sovereign citizen completely unravel. And hey, if you enjoy courtroom content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. I post new videos every day.
Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else.
Great.
So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
The second.
And then I'm the natural person, the living man.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle.
No
So,
problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said, and also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm me being a living person. I don't. My name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name nor.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off right there.
How many crayons did this guy eat before walking into court? If you're going to pull the sovereign citizen routine, at least pretend you've done some research. Watching him ramble about jurisdiction and bizarre punctuation rules makes you seriously wonder if he's ever even opened a law book. Newsflash, you can't just invent laws because they fit your argument. That's not how any of this works. And the judge? She's clearly not buying it. You can actually catch her trying not to laugh as this guy stumbles through his made-up legal theory. Stick around, because the way she responds at the end is priceless. This one's unintentionally hilarious. Don't miss it.
I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all, period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening, that charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accusing me of
having a
not
license.
having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that.
Did this guy just snitch on himself? The charge was simple: driving without a license. But instead of staying quiet, he goes on to admit he hasn't had a license in 2 years, and then says he wasn't driving, he was traveling. Seriously, it's like he's just handing over all the evidence the court needs. Look, if you're being charged with driving without a license, maybe don't argue that you weren't driving at all. That just makes things worse and honestly raises more red flags. I think most people understand that. It's just common sense. But these sovereign citizen types seem to miss that memo every single time. And by the way, does anyone know how much a driver's license costs? It's really not that expensive. If people just followed basic rules, they could avoid all this stress, court time, and potential jail. Now, to be fair, this guy's actually being somewhat respectful, which is rare for this crowd. But you can tell he's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to legal arguments. What do you guys think? Is this one of the more polite sovereign citizens you've seen? Let me know in the comments, and let's dive back in.
For now, you are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
At this time, the court is going to set a pre-trial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pre-trial for that entity? Yeah.
I hear you. And at this point, you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record. And yes, we are setting a pre-trial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pre-trial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded the documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case. That's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records, not
So
good enough?
whatever documentation you have,
Mhm.
bring it with you to your pre-trial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So, and again, that court date, June 26th? Okay, will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction though, correct?
Yes.
How? From
No.
my understanding, that
And
has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
you are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail?
I've got to say, I really liked how this judge handled the sovereign citizen in today's hearing. She let him talk a little more than I would have liked, but overall, she did a solid job keeping control of the courtroom. She wasn't falling for any of his nonsense, cut him off when it was needed, and even threw in a few clever comebacks just to keep him in check. Honestly, we need more judges like her, calm, confident, and not the least bit intimidated by someone tossing around legal terms they clearly don't understand. That kind of quiet authority goes a long way in cases like this. Now, let's talk about Zoom court for a second. What do you guys think? Does it work? Or is it kind of ridiculous? Personally, I think it just doesn't feel as serious as an in-person hearing. Especially when it's a sovereign citizen on the other end. They tend to treat it more like a live stream than an actual courtroom. Half the time, they are just talking over the judge, and the whole thing gets derailed fast. There's something about handling court over the internet that takes away from the seriousness of it all, especially when someone's arguing their constitutional theories while sitting in their bedroom. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up here. Let me know what you thought about this case in the comments. Was the judge too patient, or just the right amount of firm? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns just like this one. I post new content every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.